If you want to have a clean and tidy home, if you want to be more productive, but you're probably feeling a wee bit overwhelmed, that is what I'm here for today. I have planned the week for you. I'm going to tell you what to do or give you some ideas what to do. And all you need to do is maybe grab a cup of coffee or a glass of water if you're in the southern hemisphere. Maybe grab your diary, pen and paper, and I shall bring the motivation, and I've done the hard work for you. So, you ready for that? Let's dive in. Diane and Emmerich here, rah rah rah. I am your routines coach. I am your online cheerleader. And as I said, we're doing a spot of planning today. Three things we have. Housekeeping, number 1. Productivity, number 2. And number 3 are going to be some self-care ideas, because the reason that you're feeling overwhelmed is you aren't getting the self-care in daily. So anyway, number 1 for the housekeeping. Let me just grab my specs. Okay, so I use the FlyLady system. That is what I'm teaching you here. Hands down, the easiest system to help us to keep the house tidy without getting overwhelmed with it. If you are just starting out with me and the FlyLady system, all I want you to do is to do a weekly upkeep clean. And that is 7 tasks. And they get, it's easier and easier to do them the more consistent you are. So just, you may think it's a wee bit strange in the beginning, but just keep going. You set a timer for 10 minutes and you work in the high traffic areas of your house, not the whole house. This is a weekly upkeep clean, just to kind of bring us up to speed so that we're not getting overwhelmed with things, so that we can actually open the doors to people and that we feel comfy and at home. 10 minutes on each of the tasks, and that is it. It should not take more than 70 minutes. And you can either break that up and do one task every day. You can do them all in one go. Get the family helping. Maybe the kids can be doing some dusting while you are doing a spot of vacuuming. And once you've been going for a few weeks with that, then you can move on to the next stage of the housekeeping in FlyLady, which is the zone work. And that's when we get a wee bit more detailed, looking into the nooks and crannies. And next week, the zone that we're working in, let me just check my list. Yeah, because this week was the kitchen, next week is the bathroom. I'm going to put up a little graphic there, a little visual. If you want any of these, I've got them all. All my stuff is free. It's on my website, dianedenmark.com. But just have a look at the bathroom. What's the major thing that needs done in there? Again, set a timer for 10 or 15 minutes. Put on some headphones, listen to an audio book, podcast, good music. And we're not trying to get everything ticked off this list, where we're just trying to make a wee bit of progress, you know, just putting one foot in front of the other. And something that I like to do when we're in the zone is to think about stocking up. So is there anything that you need to stock up on? Add that to your errand day list. Are you running low on deodorant, toilet paper, shampoo, hygiene products? Get those down on your list so you're not running out. Right, so that was it for housekeeping for next week. On to productivity, actually getting things done. If you're feeling overwhelmed, frazzled, just take a notebook, a pen, everything out of your head onto paper. From there, we can deal with it. Grab your diary. Maybe you do that online. Oh, and just a wee tip for you. Those of you who don't like writing in your diary or your calendar and then scoring things out, my daughter introduced me to these pens that you can actually rub out. They're erasable ink. Hold on, let me just get my glasses on. And you know, I don't do any sponsored content, no affiliate links. They're called Friction Clicker Ball Pens by Pilot. And I found those are really good because, you know, I can write things down and then later, of course, plans change. You can just rub it out again. But look in your diary. What is coming up? Have you got events for school kids? Have you got stuff at church? Have you got deadlines at work? Get it written down somewhere, whether that is electronic or on paper. And if you have any birthdays coming up, I'm just going to say today is Friday, and it's my bestie, my Danish bestie Helena's birthday. So tillykke Helena, tillykke med fødselsdagen. And I've known my bestie Helena for 20 going on 23 years, because I met Helena, we were in the same mothers group when we had our daughters. So there we go. But on the productivity side of things, in addition to my having things written down in my calendar, doing regular brain dumps, things like that, the FlyLady system, we've got the kind of themes for every day. I'll put up the little graphic here. Again, it doesn't need to be as you see here. You mix things up, you adapt it to suit you. I've got plenty of ideas on my FlyLady refresher series here on YouTube. How to plan your day, how to plan your errand list, all things like that. And I've got a couple of recent videos which many of you have found helpful. How to stop wasting your evenings, or how to get moving in the mornings. I'll put a link to those in the description box for you. But having that kind of general themes for each day of the week, I've found it super helpful. Let me give you a wee example. Errand day, you know, the little graphic, Thursday. And quite often I'll do my errands on the Thursday. But the main thing is that I've actually got a list of anything that I need to do when I am out of the house, when I am in the stores, things like picking up library books, taking things to the dry cleaner, though I never need to do that because all my stuff is washable. But it just really helps to have everything on a list so that when the opportunity arises, when you're out and about doing your errands, you don't forget anything. And let me give you a wee example. On Tuesday, I saw that our local grocery store delivery service, they had free delivery, lots of really good offers. So I just sat down, went online, I had my list ready of what I needed to buy. I bought things that were on offer that I know we will use. I don't buy things just because they're on offer, but things like washing liquid or things for the bathroom for this week. I got toothpaste and deodorant. And it's just kind of being prepared in advance. It's so much nicer than having to do things at the last minute. So it's a really good productivity hack. Use the themes for your week. Now, of course, number one, the housekeeping, and number two, getting things done, being productive. None of that is going to work if you're feeling tired, if you're not feeling motivated, if you don't know what to do. I have given you the plan of what you could do. And now for number three, third part of a plan, I'm going to give you some self-care ideas, because I know for many of you, you want to do self-care, but you're not sure what it is. Or you think it needs to cost money or take a lot of time. And you know me, I'm a canny Scot. I don't like to spend money. So anyway, here's some ideas for this week. Some of them are related to FlyLady Zone 3, the bathroom. Okay, so mission number one, should you choose to accept it, self-care mission number one. Anything that's bathroom related. Do you need to shave your legs? Maybe you can use some makeup that you haven't used for a while. I'm always mixing lipstick colours, you know, and putting two different lipsticks together. Maybe you need to do a deep conditioning treatment for your hair. Have a bubble bath, or as I often do, I have a shower by candlelight in the morning. It doesn't need to be at the end of the day. So anything connected with your wellness. Number two, mission number two, are there any festivals or things like that coming up where you live? In Denmark, we have Fastelavn, which is carnival, Danish carnival. Schools are closed next week. But we have in Denmark the tradition of carnival buns. Now, you know me, I do love my cakes and my buns. And you know, carnival, it is a kid's thing, but hey, you know, hubby and I enjoy a good carnival bun. I'll put a wee picture of one there. They're quite expensive, but you know, it's a wee treat, a bit different. So is there some kind of festival, carnival, something going on where you live? Do something a wee bit different. Mission number three, self-care mission Self-care mission number 3, something to do with animals. Now, that could be sitting with your dog and getting extra cuddles in the morning, feeding the birds. I love, we've got a bird feeder on the kitchen window. And I love, it's one of those ones that you can see through, and I love watching the birds getting their breakfast in the morning. Also like to feed our red garden squirrels. Maybe you've got some more exotic creatures in the garden where you are. One of my old neighbours in Scotland, Grant, he volunteers at a pet rescue place, so something to do with animals. Right, and then mission number 4, and remember, tell me which one you're going to choose, is planning a vacation. And before you go spending any money, it doesn't have to be a real vacation. Maybe you are planning where you're going to go this summer. Last summer we went to South Korea. We'll probably plan a little trip in the spring. We're thinking of Portugal for me and hubby. Planning a vacation, it can also be daydreaming. You can make up some Pinterest boards. Where would you eat? What would you wear? What would your capsule wardrobe be on your vacation? Just something that we can look forward to, whether that is in real life or in our daydreaming. And I've done quite a few trips with my besties, and my bestie Sue, we went on a day trip, and it was like a 40-hour trip to Oslo from here in Copenhagen. We had a fantastic time, and it only cost us 100 krona each. You'll need to Google what that cost. It was a last-minute deal. And my bestie Sue, she always says, I always say, it's not the destination, it's the journey. And she always says, it's not the destination, it's not the journey, it's the traveling companions. And I love that. So anyway, daydream a vacation, plan a vacation. Daydreaming is free, said the canny Scot. So there we have it. We've got housekeeping, number 1, where you're going to be spending your focus and a bit of energy next week. Weekly upkeep clean, perhaps 10 or 15 minutes of detailed cleaning. If you can get in a wee bit more, great. If not, don't worry about it. Productivity was number 2. What is coming up? Let's plan for things instead of suddenly having to deal with things at the last moment. And number 3 was the self-care, and you will let me know down below what it's going to be. And I'm going to go off, and just a wee word to the wise, I will probably not be around next week. Danish schools are on holiday for the winter break. I am taking some time with hubby, with the family. I've also got some stuff planned with my bestie, Erica from America. So a wee bit of rest and relaxation for me next week. But I will be doing my routines and the housework. So all I've got left to say is live long and prosper. May the no stress hygge planning be with you, and I shall see you sometime soon with a ra. Okay, bye for now.